Empires. They rise from the blood and dust of conquest. They bestride the world like titans, casting long shadows over everything in their path. But history is a fickle mistress, and even the mightiest empires are never as invincible as they seem, because empires are built not just on legions and laws, but on something far more fragile, the will of the conquered to remain conquered. And when that will breaks, when the flames of defiance ignite, the very foundations of empire can tremble. Today we delve into the ancient world, where the earth still remembers the clash of swords and the cries of rebellion. We're going to unearth 3 epic uprisings that challenged the greatest powers of their time, reminding us that even in the face of overwhelming might, the human spirit, the yearning for freedom, can never truly be extinguished. Imagine the Roman Republic at its zenith, a power built on military discipline, vast wealth, and the brutal institution of slavery. Gladiators were the lowest of the low, slaves forced to fight for entertainment. But in 73 BC, one man's name became synonymous with defiance: Spartacus.
I began as a captive, a Thracian soldier condemned to the brutal life of a gladiator. But I was no ordinary slave. I yearned for freedom, a freedom I had to seize.
It began with just 70 gladiators, a breakout from a training school in Capua. This spark, fanned by Spartacus's leadership, quickly grew into an inferno. From the heart of the Roman Republic, we journey to its untamed frontier, to the windswept lands of ancient Britain. Here, in the shadow of Rome's legions, another rebellion was brewing, fueled by the rage of a queen betrayed.
My name is Boudica, ruler of the Iceni tribe. I am a woman of fierce pride and formidable strength. But even I could not escape the brutal hand of Roman rule.
When her husband, Prasutagus, died, his kingdom was supposed to pass peacefully to his daughters. Instead, Roman officials seized the Iceni lands for themselves.
I was publicly flogged, my daughters brutally assaulted. Fueled by grief and a thirst for vengeance, I rose up against my oppressors.
Boudica rallied the Iceni and neighboring tribes, uniting them under her banner of defiance. Hers was not an army of disciplined soldiers, but a force of nature, driven by fury and a desperate yearning for freedom. Our final journey takes us to the sun-baked hills of Judea, where a clash of cultures ignited a rebellion that would shape the destiny of a people. It is the 2nd century BC.
Judea, once a proud kingdom, now finds itself caught in the crosshairs of the empires. The Seleucid Empire sought to impose its will, its culture, its very gods upon the Jewish people.
The temple in Jerusalem was desecrated, its altars defiled by the sacrifices of foreign deities. The Jewish faith was under assault, but the Seleucids underestimated the power of faith and the determination of a people unwilling to surrender.
In Modian, my father, an elderly priest named Mattathias, sparked the flames of resistance. When a Seleucid official demanded a pagan ritual, Mattathias refused. He struck down the official, toppled the altar, and issued a call to arms.
Thus began the Maccabean Revolt, a struggle for religious and political freedom. Mattathias's sons, the Maccabees, became symbols of resistance, their names etched in legend. Empires may rise and fall, their monuments crumbling into dust, but the stories of those who dared to challenge their might continue to echo through the ages. Spartacus, the gladiator who defied Rome. Boudica, the queen who avenged her people. The Maccabees, who fought for their faith and reclaimed their sacred ground. These rebels, separated by time and geography, remind us that even the most formidable empires are not invincible. They teach us that the human spirit, the yearning for freedom, can never be truly extinguished. What other rebellions, what other forgotten acts of defiance lie buried beneath the sands of time?